I just finished loading my first roll. Man, actually it didn't take as long as I thought it was, but anyways, this part you can turn on the light sword, and you gotta keep it close.
Alright, we good to go? Everybody good? Alright, quiet on set, please. Camera rolling.
Rolling.
Audio. Slate, arrival, scene. 2 Daredevil. Take 1. Stand by. Actors ready. On director.
Action. Over the shoulder to her to look at that because I plan to have this a panning shot here to the door where you see Claudia come in.
From here?
Yeah, because the fact I'm trying to find out where like the camera would be to see that mirror reflection. She sees Claudia come in, camera pan over, Claudia sees her come back, mirror, eyes glow.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's the farthest we're going to get from that first shot, and then we're going to wrap around, get about half of that.
How's it look now?
Good.
You ready to load?
Ready to load.
Okay, it's downstairs on the kitchen.
I can show you where the magazine's at.
Check the temp and make sure it is good to go.
Okay.
And now that I think about it, yeah, the daylight is the shortest part, and the night scene is the most. So.
Okay. Is Daniel right there? Will this cut me?
I think it is. No, I'm pretty.
No.
Alright.
Brianna needed you.
Can you? Daniel,
Okay.
I have
Brianna was.
a bunch in my garage. Go ahead.
Brianna was calling for Daniel.
Yes.
Can you grab me another 500 teeth?
Copy.
Thank you.
Miguel, go on. Sorry, go on this side. Let's invert that, please. It's good there.
Open light on a
Hope
60?
that'll last. And if that's the case,
No, they're not
Can you
loaded
see
it
this?
yet.
Oh,
They're
that's
just doing
good.
That's what I need. This one didn't have it.
So it's only on one of them.
Well, I only checked 2 so far. So the first one does not have any of them,
Okay.
which is weird because I literally used it today.
Yeah.
And it was in there. Let's see this one.
Yeah, we didn't
It has a
anything
blue one
else.
too. Yeah. So. Loading the film camera, I'm currently cleaning the magazine with this cool white spongy thing. I was told this is what it's for. To be fair, I didn't see how it was used, but this was to clean the magazine. So I'm trying to, I guess, use it in a cleaning fashion, and I'm hoping I'm doing it right. Does it look like it's? Does it look right?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, is it soft? Like, is that plastic or is it soft?
This, it's like a soft little fabric. It's, I'm guessing, to collect dust. I just did this squeezy air thingy for like 30 minutes on each side. My hand's hurting, but we finished. So yeah, I'm just cleaning this, and then after that I'm gonna load it.
Yeah.
A little nervous, but you know what? Trial and error, and I'm gonna be praying also before I start. And then I'm listening to classical music to calm me down.
Even though we can't hear it.
Exactly, but I can.
No, I was up to volume.
I'm still spatulaing. I just finished loading my first roll. Man, actually it didn't take as long as I thought it was, but anyways, this part you can turn on the lights for, and you gotta tape it closed, just in case, you know, it happens. We're not saying it is gonna happen, but in case it falls, no doors open. And to secure any light from going in and out.
Security alert, security.
Security alert, security alert. I'm gonna get this up here too. It is done. Tis done.
It is done. It's done.
And this is the only moving one?
Okay. And we're done.
In here, yes. Directly on it. 2 shot. It's all 2 shots.
So camera would be shooting this way. So up their noses.
Anything to like kind of go at them so that it's not up their noses? I don't want it up their noses.
You ideally want it dead on?
Yeah.
Why not?
Right, what's up? So, yeah, like that. It's almost like if they're sitting on a car, the windshield, like the,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Like the
Like that. Like that's their heads right there.
Wow.
Thank you.
Marieann left, Claudia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll take down the fence too.
Okay.
And obviously uncover the pool.
Then you've got your wide,
Yeah.
which is just dead on.
Yeah. It's dead on with them.
Okay. Right?
No, just 2 shots with them.
That's it?
No OTS.
Just 2 shots.
Just 2 shots. 2 shot with them. Not 2
Okay.
shots. 2 shots with
Okay,
them.
what's your other shot?
That one is probably going to be more of a slider from what I was trying to remember in my head. With them getting up, have the slider here. When they come up, as it follows, just like it did in the room,
Okay.
and go directly to Marieann. We're not going to see the light coming at her. She's going to see it, and then it just lights her up.
Okay. From here.
You know what?
To get dead on them.
What's going on, guys? My name is Paul Black. For the last 20 years, I have been in professional film and television. And over the last year, I've been working with FTVM in San Bernardino to get short films made through their students. So today we are on the set of our latest short film, Arrival, written and directed by Sam Morales. So we're going to give a tour. This is kind of an interesting one because there are a few key details on this one that are new to us. And these new details are only with the help of FTVM San Bernardino. So in the meantime, we're going to slowly walk to the bedroom that we're shooting in. But cameraman, I want you to kind of follow me, and we're going to meet some of these people, okay? Oscar, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We're going to flip around here. I'm going to pull a Yui on you. Let's go over here for a second. Miguel Alvarez. How you doing, dude?
I do. Good.
Excellent. There we go.
Doing fine. Thank
So,
you.
Miguel, you
Yeah.
have worked with FTVM for the last, 3 years?
I think while it was still RTVF,
RTVF,
Yeah.
which was...
before the shutdown. Since before the
man.
shutdown, yeah.
Wow. And so why'd you go to originally RTVF and stay with FTVM for the amount of time that you've stayed?
Mainly because of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because everything is kind of provided for you. If it creates a good ground for young filmmakers or somebody who wants to make a project to come and do it. And I can't say that about other schools that I went to because they teach you mostly theory. So by the time you touch a camera or touch a microphone, it's like 4 or 5 years into whatever it is you've been studying.
Right. And then specifically for you, I know that you're an incredible audio engineer. And so you've been able to, of course, he's like, over the last few years, you've actually been able to do hands-on field recording.
Oh, yeah.
Build up your own kit as far as use the resources to that. So tell me about how FTVM has kind of facilitated you actually getting hands-on experience through doing short films and production.
It's facilitated so kind of like when you start a production, it's always like, okay, so you're going to need a recorder, you're going to need a microphone. But it's not until you're actually on the field do you realize, hey, it's kind of windy out here. I kind of need something to put over the microphone. Or, hey, that actor's really far away. How am I going to get to him? So then you're like, okay, so now I need a boom pole. Now I need extra cables. Now I need another extra mic. Now I need a stand. Now I need this. Now I need that. And then just because of the groundwork that the program offers, it allowed me to kind of make these mistakes early on, so I know how to build my kit, how to build kind of the equipment that I need in order to get every kind of production, because we've shot in the snow, we've shot in the desert, we've shot at night in the airport, so all those circumstances are much different.
And those help build your skill set for practicality, and how to get things done in perfect environments as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because no environment is perfect.
Yeah.
So you always have to take an account for the lawnmower that's down the street, and then the 2 or 5 airplanes that are going above you when someone's trying to have a super intimate conversation or a scene, and then you just kind of have to be like, well, let's do it again. I'm sorry, you had to cry. You're going to have to cry again.
Awesome. Appreciate
Right.
you, dude.
Yes,
okay.
always.
All right, moving on. Adam, over here.
Yo, what's up?
Adam is an incredible, you are a writer, you are a director, you're a producer, you're an actor. I think I've seen your face more than anyone else in the last year, especially with FTVM projects.
Right.
And you're not even a student
No.
with FTVM, but you've partnered with this department over the last, what has it been, 12 months now?
I would say at least a year and a half. Yeah.
So let me ask you, what drew you to work with FTVM? You're a film major as well. What drew you to FTVM?
Yeah, so what I love about it is just everyone really has everyone's backs, honestly. There's this culture at FTVM that it doesn't feel like a competition. It feels very much like, let's support each other to get where we want to be. Let's all try to make it to the top, as opposed to just, I want to be at the top. You know what I mean? And yeah, I found that culture when I auditioned for something that the department was putting together, and I got involved, and I haven't looked back. So
That's amazing. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right. So with that, hi. Hey. Your lens is very, very dirty, and I don't have a non-abrasive cloth to it, so we're just going to leave that. That's the cameraman's thing. Okay. So. I don't know how to turn it off. There we go.
Am I on yet?
Almost. Jeez. Okay. Okay, so behind this door is one of my favorite people that has worked with FTVM too. Brianna, how long have you worked with FTVM as a student?
5 years.
All right, stop talking. Okay, so Brianna in here is doing something very special and very secretive that we're not allowed to go in there, but we're giving you an exclusive look in here. As I said, FTVM provides students with equipment that you usually don't have access to. One of those things is 35mm RE film, 16mm RE film cameras. So in here, we have Brianna actually in the process of loading film right now. We don't want to go in here unannounced because she may be currently loading film and we don't want to expose the film. Brianna!
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Is it safe to come in?
Yes, it is.
Are you decent?
Let me check. Yes, I am.
Okay, let's go in.
Hi.
How's it going?
Everyone, it's going great.
Good,
It's
good.
Great.
You've
It's
set
nice
up
setup
you've
for
set
you.
up shop, a dark room in a bathroom.
Yes, I am. Very cozy, very quiet, and it can get very dark
Yeah.
when I want it to. And that's exactly what I need when I'm loading the RE Flex 16mm SR3 camera.
Okay, so for this specific film, director wanted this shot on film. And FTVM was able to provide this kind of stuff. Tell me about the resources specifically for this short film, Arrival, that the department has provided to us that we wouldn't be able to have otherwise?
Well, for one, the film camera. These are really hard to come by, expensive, and they're just not very easy to get. As well as the film.
And so, Brianna, you started in front of the camera.
Yeah, I started off as an actress, wanting to do acting for a living until I started doing more projects and seeing what people did behind the scenes. And I kind of just kept going and wanting to experiment with more positions just so I can have all of those skills on my belt.
And so through FTVM, you were actually able to write and direct your first feature film.
Feature film.
One of the first feature films of the department.
Yes.
Much less probably a community college that has a film department.
That's true.
And you've gone from there into exploring or actually operating.
Yeah, this is actually my first time camera opping for a project.
Yeah.
And my first time loading a film camera. And I had to learn in the span of 2 weeks. So
there's a big debate between shooting on digital and shooting on film. You know, film is very, very traditional. Digital is faster. Specifically for this one, what are the benefits of shooting this specific piece on film as opposed to digital?
the quality. The amount of quality it will apply for the film.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a film camera. It's not, it's you can tell when you watch it. It just creates something very artistic and just, you can just tell. The quality is just there. Especially with the lighting, with the right amount of lighting, you'll see it combined with the film, it'll just, it's absolutely
It will just glow.
nice. Yeah, chef kiss.
All right, Brianna, we'll let you, how many film canisters have you loaded so far?
I've filled one so far, and I have 2 more left to go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And how long does it roughly take you to fill a canister?
The prep, I say, is the longest part of loading the film camera. It's about 2 hours, I want to say, but for the actual loading, it depends on if it wants to participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so now, behind this door, this is going to be a very, very small room in here. It's going to get really cramped in here. Behind this door, this is our location that we're shooting in. Hey, you. How's it going?
Oh, you know, I'm just here, just coming in.
Is that your FTVM film degree?
Why it is?
Whoa! What a coincidence. So you are an FTVM alumni.
Sure am.
It's Cindy, and you actually produced
Yeah,
this
I'm
film.
producing this film right now.
All right.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that I wanted to ask the producer with shooting an FTVM project is one of the benefits that FTVM gives us is location permits and location
absolutely.
insurance.
It's huge.
For that. So tell me about how that has worked in the past with FTVM and the asset that provides its students and its alumni.
Learning the whole process of producing, it's a challenge. I'm really grateful for the school and how we've been able to just learn every position there. It's just awesome just having them as a resource to get our permits and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's amazing. Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right, so this is where the magic is going to happen, at least tonight. We are opening this with a bedroom scene, and we're shooting this, like I said, we're shooting this on 16mm film. Bedroom scene recreated for a sunrise. So right now what they're doing is they're doing the final set design of this particular shot, which is going to be a dolly shot on this. We're waiting for night for our nice, crisp, orange, yellow, warm light. So we've got Daniel Rodriguez here, who is the assistant director of this film tonight, Arrival.
Yes.
You are also a current intern of FTVM and the film club president.
I am. That is newly announced news, so you broke the exclusive right here.
All right, you heard it here first.
Right here, yeah. Yes. Hello, everyone.
Daniel, I've got a couple of questions. We'll just hold on this. Okay. So, Daniel, with shooting this film here tonight, Arrival, which is a very, very short piece, tell me about the benefits that FTVM has given this project of partnering with them together to get this piece done.
The biggest benefit I'm going to say is, if nobody's mentioned it already, is that we're shooting on 16mm film on an RE SR3, and that is not something easy to come by. So when the department was able to provide that, we were really excited to use it. And then our wonderful director, Sam, had the great idea of having this short story be the perfect opportunity to test it out. Be the first students to test it out in FDVM. And then in turn, we can help the incoming students in the fall with the experience we've had with it and encourage them to use it.
What are the benefits of shooting this particular piece on film? Obviously, like there's a lot of options to shoot things. Is like obviously Red and a Canon and Sony and all that kind of stuff. Like, so why specifically? What's the benefit of shooting this particular piece on film?
I think the biggest benefit is that obviously we know everybody's doing digital, like you said, it's just the standard. Not everybody gets to have like whether it's a portfolio piece or a real piece on film, whether it's 35 millimeter or 60 millimeter like this is. When you get something on film, it's just a different level. It makes everybody stop and say, hey, they took the time to shoot something on film. So that's definitely worth the look. So that's what I think.
Excellent. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Yeah. So you are a second-time filmmaker, essentially. I know you've worked on a lot of projects on your own through Phase 3 and also FTVM. But this is your second time up to bat of writer and director on a piece.
Yes.
So tell me, what I want to know from you specifically is tell me what the motivation was for this piece for you to partner with FTVM to get this short film Arrival done.
Motivation to connect us with FTVM more was basically this camera here. I had actually the idea that you gave me with that picture. I really wanted to make a story out of that. So I wasn't originally going to work with this camera, but then of course it was brought to my attention that, you know what, it might actually work better kind of thing. So, and we did find out that we had this equipment in here to the department that was just brand new equipment. We wanted to try it out, and I have no experience with it at all. Brianna doesn't have any experience with it. Why not make a documentary to show future students, to connect us more with the department? So having our Phase 3 Films team here to connect with the department and pull that together so it can actually be a connection here, which is, we want to build that partnership with them to make sure that that's a connection and to show them, we want to show your future students what we have to offer.
Tell me about the investment that FTVM gives, basically the investment into equipment that FTVM puts into. They put a lot of money into cameras, a lot of money into rigs, lenses, and all that, where a lot of other film schools are essentially, you're an undergrad, you're getting a Canon Rebel kind of. Tell me about, you know, the caliber of equipment that they've bought.
Lucas likes to keep up to date on a lot of equipment in our class. He knows that they don't have this everywhere, and even other students in other universities, they know they've never touched anything like this. So he works very hard with the board, basically pitching to them, the students need this to learn with. And he works very hard to get that done with the dean and get all that money signed, checks, so that all that equipment can come in. And he always tries to make sure everything's up to date. And that's why we have so much equipment in the equipment room. And it's just great to actually finally work on it and use it. And this will teach him how to learn it all. And he works very hard to get those checks signed, pretty much. Yeah.
So obviously all of us at varying degrees basically knew nothing about film.
Nope.
And have all come to FTVM in one way or another over the years. Talk to me about like what would be your take on a student fresh out of high school, has their high school degree, has graduated high school, and they're interested in film. Why would they choose a community college in San Bernardino? What would be that choice? What would you tell a student like that has half an interest in film? What would be the benefit of them going to FTVM?
Benefit would be because a lot of the students we have worked with are from universities. They didn't know a lot of hands-on equipment. Yes, it's good to know the history behind it and learn the how it works theoretically, but when it comes to actually putting your hands on these equipment, that's at a community college. And the fact that no community college really has this and no university has it, that's a big thing for FTVM to have that there. There's just no comparison to be able to put your hands on an equipment like this. Nowhere. So that's the biggest thing for any kid to go to a community college because they don't offer universities. So this will be hands-on experience. You won't just be reading a book. That'll be included. Don't get me wrong, it will be included, but you will be learning text and hands-on experience, not just text with no experience whatsoever.
And then not to mention is FTVM also, their priority is to equip young filmmakers.
Yeah.
To really give them the freedom to tell their stories, and they want to kind of tell me a little bit about that as far as, you know, their goal of getting filmmakers out there.
You can bring a script to the professors and actually show them, and they'll tell you, why don't you take it to short film? Why don't you take it to cinema production? Why don't you use these courses, just like summer classes? We have a media practicum. They allowed us to use a lot of those courses to film some of our productions. I used my internship for this because I was busy with my internship and I didn't have time for classes. So I wanted to make sure that this was an intern documentary, and that's why I added all the other students as well, because some of these are alumni and some of these are FTVM students, which is why I have producer here and my AD over here hiding in the corner. But yeah, they encourage us all to write and continue on to make short films or features. Of course, like Brianna and Samantha do feature film. They encourage us completely. Whenever they see us working on campus, they want to continue. That's why Media Practicum was even created, because they saw us working throughout summer last year and they wanted to continue that. So they wanted to help fund that. And like, what school wants to just fund your production?
Yeah. We'll talk to you more. Basically, this is for your one-on-one. We're going to do an interview, proper interview with the director. But just what's your biggest nervousness about tonight? You're doing essentially a 10-hour shoot.
Yes.
From roughly an 8-hour shoot from 8 to 4 a.m. You're doing a complete short film in that. What's going through your head right now?
My biggest probably struggle right now is making sure my actors are going to be okay in this. I trust my team completely. I know that we will find a way. If something comes up, I know we will always find a way. But it's getting the actors to go above and beyond until possibly early morning. And it's a good chance, because once this scene is done, I don't know how much after. This is the biggest struggle here, is this scene, to get in this small room, making it look like daylight, early morning, and it's going to be pitch black outside. Right. So getting those lights accurate, getting the rehearsals done, especially when we don't have a monitor. But
which is no fault through FTBM. It's just a learning process.
Yes, it's not a fault through FTBM. We're learning. This is an entire learning experience, and this is kind of one of those things where it's a monkey wrench. Something happens always on set.
Yeah.
No set is perfect, no matter how many times someone tells you that. Something will happen, and you will just have to find a way to fix it. And this is what we're going to do tonight, and we will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, from the bedroom set in Redlands, California, this is the crew of the short film Arrival, written by Sam Morales here. We are going to get to work. We have about 30 minutes until roll time. We want to give a special thank you to Professor Lucas and the FTVM department for allowing us to use their equipment, for the insurance, for the craft services, for everything to basically equip us and undergird us to tell this story by Sam. So we appreciate you.